Hi guys, Jen here from bitchandhousewife.com. Thought I would pop on for a quick little video, a quick little I need a freaking break yoga session, which I think we all kind of feel this way occasionally. Could be at work, could be at home, could be in the morning, could be in the evening. It's just about coming back into our bodies and into our breath, finding a little bit of movement so we can continue on with our day. So first we'll come into a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you in the legs, and sit up really tall in the spine, slightly even sticking the chest out, kind of this like, okay, I'm ready, I'm here to relax. And we'll just roll out the shoulders a couple of times. Yeah. Taking the head side to side a couple of times. So noticing where we feel some of that tension in the body. Good, and then let's just rest into the center and we'll take 3 big full breaths together. So big full inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Kind of that like, all right, I'm here to relax a bit. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. And one more just like that, inhale and exhale. I'm already starting to feel a little bit better, hopefully you are. And then just rest the breath in and out through the nose, trying to keep that slow and steady pace. Good, adding a little bit of real life here. My cat is going to join me in for some of the yoga, okay? Good, now let's come up onto our hands and knees. So the hands will be underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips, and we'll just work into a cat-cow. Inhale, let the belly come down. Think about really rolling the shoulders back, so we're all exposing here in the collarbone and the chest. And then exhale, round the spine, look to the belly button. Inhale, belly comes down, look forward, and exhale, round. And then maybe you want to kind of take a little bit side to side in the hips, or you can just keep going with the inhales and exhales, cat-cow. Kind of really just feel it out. What do you need right now in this moment? Good, now let's take the knees a little wide, toes, big toes touching. Send the hips back towards the heels and we'll come into a child's pose. Arms reaching out. Forehead can rest on the mat, a block, a stack of books, stacked hands or fists. And take 3 big breaths here. Good, now let's come back up onto the hands and knees. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, find a downward facing dog. So kind of bend the knees. Again, swing the hips side to side, finding any movements that feel good for you today in this moment, what it is that you need. From here, we'll step the right foot forward. So you might need to wiggle the foot forward, getting the ankle underneath the knee and drop the back knee. Here I recommend you can fold over the edge of the mat, put a towel or a foam chip block underneath the left knee, or the back knee, sorry, and we'll come up onto the front leg. We'll just take a couple of big breaths, seeing if we can relax a little bit in the front of the leg that's extended. Really focusing on the breath, especially if you need a minute today. One more. Good, let's bring the hands back down to the mat. We'll just kind of back and forth here in the legs. Maybe feeling some movement in the knees and the hips, a little bit of cracking, totally normal. Now from here you have the choice of going back onto the hands and knees, or if you'd like, back into a downward facing dog, whichever suits you and your knees today. And again, take it here, pedal through the feet, sway the hips, find what feels good, what you need today. And when we're ready, we're going to step the left foot forward through for the lunge, dropping the back knee. And once again, we'll come up onto the front leg thigh. gentle push of the hips forward. We're not kind of really leaning into it. This is more just about finding a little bit of movement and breath in the body than it is about trying to progress deeply into yoga postures. So again, let's find 2 full breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring the hands back down to the mat, and once again straighten and bend the knees or legs. And just find something that feels good. You'll hear my hips, my knees crack. Good, and then we'll bring the knees back, and this time we'll find our way back into a child's pose from here. So send the hips back. Really focus on trying to draw the hips towards the heels. And then reach the arms out and then let them relax so the elbows come down to the mat. Good, let's come back up. This time we're going to come into a seated position. So once again, whatever is comfortable here in the legs. And once again, we'll roll the shoulders. Maybe noticing if we feel any difference from just a few minutes ago when we first started. Again, take the neck side to side. And do a little bit of side stretching here. So place one hand onto the mat and the opposite hand is going to reach up and then even slightly over the body. Trying to anchor the hip of the arm that's reaching up so we can find as much length as possible from the hip to the shoulder here. Good, maybe even look up a little bit. We can work on trying to roll the arm that's extended, the shoulder back a bit, keeping the chest open. And then take 2 big breaths. Good, come back up and we'll do the opposite side. So anchor the hip to the floor as we extend the arm up and then even over the body here a little bit. Looking up towards the ceiling will help open and rotate open the chest and the shoulder as we pull it back here a little bit. And then once again, let's find 2 full breaths. Good. Come back up to center. Maybe again we need to roll the shoulders out. I'm really emphasizing the shoulders rolling today because especially when we feel like we just need a minute, it's usually because we're a little stressed. We hold a lot of our stress tension in our neck and our shoulders here. So really anytime you need it, just kind of wiggle them, roll them out throughout your day. And then the last little bit here, we're going to work on just a bit in the hands. So let's have one hand pushing the wall away from you in front of you, and the opposite hand, the fingers are going to come and pull the fingers back. And as we pull the fingers back, push the heel of the hand forward. Oh, that already feels really good. And then let's do the other side. Really pushing the hand forward, the heel of the hand forward. Good. From here, maybe roll out the wrist. That usually feels good, especially if you're doing this in the middle of the work day. You've been typing or writing a lot. There we go. And that's it. Anytime you need to, come back to this video, come back to the breath. Very simple, just a little bit of movement, really emphasizing on rolling the shoulders and the stress and the tension out here in the neck. I hope you have a great day and we'll see you again.